Hey, what's going on, everybody? This is going to be my first review of a pay-per-view for WWE, and I'm going to be reviewing you Battleground 2014. Before I get in this video, what my thoughts on the pay-per-view, it could have been better. I think some matches were boring or meh, and some matches were okay and good. I'm going to get started with this pay-per-view. If I had to rate this pay-per-view, I'd probably give it at least a 5 or 6 out of 10. Like I said, it could have been a better pay-per-view. It had some good matches, and let's be honest, this pay-per-view was meh in my rating. So, first match we had was the pre-show match. To be honest, I didn't really care about this match. I thought Naomi should have won this match, but Cameron wins, so it was a boring Divas match, and it was just shit. So we'll move on to the actual card. Now, again, Money in the Bank, I said the Usos and the Wyatts should have, in my opinion, a year feud, because these guys just steal the show. They steal the show again. And at Money in the Bank, they steal the show. These guys should, if they could have a 1-year feud, these guys would steal the show every pay-per-view, because all of their matches are really good and well done. And the winners it was the Usos versus the Wyatt family, Luke Harper and Eric Rowan, in a 2 out of 3 falls match. Like I said, great match. I thought this match was probably match of the night. Really well done. You had some really good spots. Like you had the Uso, they was just going back and forth kind of match that interested me, and I thought, holy shit, this was a good match. It was a really well done match. I enjoyed this match. Probably the match of the night for me, and probably the highlight of this match was Eric Rowan giving a double superplex to the Usos off the top ropes. I thought that was pretty awesome, and I thought they're doing really good with Eric Rowan now and Luke Harper as a tag team. And I do see them future tag team champions, but not right now. I think they're setting up a feud, maybe who knows, at SummerSlam these two will have a feud. Maybe the Ascension comes from NXT. Sometimes I don't know why I can't say that, but yeah, those guys maybe come from NXT and beat the Usos or something. Or maybe you could do a fatal 4-way at SummerSlam, like a fatal 4-way ladder match, fatal 4-way tables match or something. Maybe have the Usos, the Wyatt families, Luke Harper, Eric Rowan, the Ascension, I can't even say that today. And Stardust and Goldust, or another good tag team in a fatal 4-way. That's just my opinion. But anyways, this match was really well done. Match of the night for me. Then the next segment you had, or next coming match, was scheduled to be Ambrose versus Rollins. And pretty much, Seth Rollins was at the back, and out of nowhere, Ambrose comes out and attacks him. And, they're having this brawl, and, security, Triple H, referees, whatever, come out and say, "Get Ambrose out of the arena. We don't want him back in." And something else will happen later on when I'll talk about, but it just leads to another brawl. It was pretty much Ambrose getting his revenge, what happened on Raw and SmackDown. And later on, I'll talk about what else happened between those two. But yeah, moving on, we have AJ defeating Paige. It was a good Divas match. I'm not going to complain. The highlights for me were Paige doing the flip powerbomb on AJ, and AJ finishing off with a new move. Something cool. She finished it off with a Shining Wizard, 1, 2, 3, and that was a very well done match. And I see them feuding more on at SummerSlam. And for a Divas match, it wasn't bad. It could have been better, but I'm not going to complain. It was a good Divas match, and I enjoyed it. So we move on to another backstage segment where he had Orton trying to find Kane and pretty much saying, "Hey man, I want you to apologize me and say you're sorry." Orton saying, saying you're sorry. I don't want you. No, I want you to apologize to me right now. And Kane's like, I'm the devil's favorite demon. I do not apologize. I do not say sorry. And I guess a rivalry between those two might happen. Who knows? And later on in the show, I'll talk about the main event, what happened those two. But we're moving on to a good match. Swagger versus Rusev. I just didn't like the ending to this match, where you have a good match, fast paced. These guys are two big, good wrestlers, and then back and forth, and I thought it was an entertaining match till the last part. You could have had instead of a count out, you could have had something better. Like maybe Rusev throws him back in the ring, does his finisher, camouflage, or maybe Swagger does a cheap roll pin 1, 2, 3 and wins the match. You could have done something better. But I do think this feud will be continuing at SummerSlam, and I think this feud will be better at SummerSlam. So Rusev, Swagger, I don't think it's done yet. I think they're going to keep going on at SummerSlam. Then you have Goldust Stardust promo. They're just just building on Stardust and Goldust as a tag team or as a group, whatever you want to call them. And then they're just doing their regular promos. Nothing really special. You just had Cody Rhodes just keep on building up Stardust, and eventually they'll probably get in a match soon. Hopefully at SummerSlam those two will be in a tag team title match. Like I said, maybe a Fatal 4-Way. That would be Fatal 4-Way tag team match. That would be pretty cool, in my opinion. Moving on. So we have Seth Rollins come out and say, so he came out and he said, I won this match. Dean Ambrose forfeited. Referee, I want you to declare I'm the winner. Dean Ambrose forfeited this match. I want you to declare that I'm the winner. So, and then out of nowhere, Dean Ambrose comes, attacks when I guess Seth Rollins was leaving, and then Dean Ambrose comes out, attacks. They have a huge brawl, and I could see this match. I hope this match has a stipulation for SummerSlam, so they're building up for SummerSlam. I'd like to see a street fight or a Money in the Bank contract on the line or something like that. That'd be pretty cool, I think. If you have Dean Ambrose versus Seth Rollins for a Money in the Bank contract or something with a stipulation. Street fight would be perfect because these two are brawlers. They want to beat the crap out of each other, beat the shit out of each other, and I think some stipulation for this match would be perfect. And and they'll probably have another feud coming up at SummerSlam. Next match we get into is probably another match that I liked. It was Jericho versus Bray Wyatt. Again, these two will have another match at SummerSlam. You have Jericho defeats Bray Wyatt. I'm going to say it was an okay, good match. Could have been better, yeah. But you give this one to Jericho, who just returned. And you're helping building up this other match, part 2 of the match. And I think this feud will go to part 3 in a match. And I believe Bray Wyatt will take 2 out of the 3 matches against Jericho. And who knows, Jericho might go back with his Fozzy tour. Who knows, maybe he has another feud with somebody else. But yeah, Jericho beats Wyatt in an okay match. It was an okay match. Nothing really special. Then you have probably the best moment of Dean Ambrose and Seth Rollins. This time, Seth Rollins is coming out with security, and he's like, "What the hell are you guys following me? I don't need security. Why don't you guys just leave?" And then, Seth Rollins is, you could say, scared or looking around for Dean Ambrose, and eventually you see Dean Ambrose come out of the car trunk, which I thought was pretty cool, and he attacks Seth Rollins. He's throwing him on the glass of the car. Seth Rollins somehow gets in the car and he drives off, and like I said, this is just building up for SummerSlam and seeing what SummerSlam has in store. And to be honest, I think they should have a match at SummerSlam, like I said, Money in the Bank or some street fight or something with a good stipulation in this match. So we move on to the IC Championship Battle Royal. I'm gonna be honest here. I was shocked. I was shocked to a moment where I thought Heath Slater was gonna win. He had some great moments in that match. Eliminated Kobe Kingston and Cesaro. I think helping Slater get him build up more is a great idea, and I'm hoping this guy gets pushed because I actually like Heath Slater in my opinion. He's entertaining, and I think if he gets a push, it'd be great for him. You know, you don't have to obviously put him in a main event push, but maybe a mid-card push, United States title, IC title for him. I think that's, not an okay day. But anyways, the match of the Battle Royal wasn't bad. He had some good spots. He had Kobe Kingston, who's pretty much a spotlight whore, let's say, and he had a moment where Cesaro was trying to throw him, and he fell on Big E's shoulders, you could say, and they were just going back and forth with Cesaro and Kobe Kingston, and Slater just came out of nowhere and got rid of those two in the match, which I thought was like, wow, I thought Cesaro was going to win this match. I was wrong. And then, of course, Super Sheamus eliminates him. I was like, fuck, maybe Sheamus is going to win. Maybe they're going to unify both the United States and Intercontinental Championship. And I was like, uh-oh, is Sheamus going to win? But then I saw Ziggler eliminate Sheamus. I'm like, uh-oh. And I thought, oh yeah, I forgot, Miz is not still eliminated. And I don't know where you see Miz eliminate Dolph Ziggler. I'm not mad Miz won. I'm glad he's back. I just think you could have given it to somebody else, like a younger guy, like a Bo Dallas, maybe a Cesaro. Like one of those guys would be perfect, but I'm not mad Miz won. I'm glad he's back and he won a match. And he's the IC champion. I'm sorry about that. I got some hiccups. Now, I'm going to move on. Like I said, the Intercontinental Championship Battle Royal was okay. It was good, okay-ish. It had some really good moments, some great spots. That was great. And it had some bad moments, you could say. But it was okay. An okay Battle Royal for a Battle Royal for the IC Championship. And what I'm liking about it is the IC Championship is being used in Battle Royals and tournaments and beat the clock challenges. Now WWE, you got to do it for your United States title. Bring back prestige to the United States title. Make a #1 contender spot in a tournament, Battle Royal, anything for the United States title. You're doing well with your IC title, keep it up. And I'm just saying, use your United States title now. It's barely been used. Yeah, it's been defended by Del Rio, and what was it? A no DQ match or something like that on main event. I could be wrong, but I think it was a false count anywhere match or some shit like that. But now use your United States title. Bring back prestige to that United States title. Use anything. Like I'm gonna say this. Make a tournament. Make a Battle Royal if you have to. Make a tournament and a beat a clock challenge or something like that. Other than that, it was an okay Battle Royal. I just think they need to bring back prestige to the United States title. Let Sheamus defend it on Raws and SmackDowns or whatever, and let that title bring back prestige. And maybe let Bo Dallas or Cesaro or something new to win that belt. We're going on to the main event. To be honest, it was shit. It was shit. It could have been better, but they're building up Cena versus Lesnar at SummerSlam. Everybody knows it. It's gonna be Cena versus Lesnar at SummerSlam. Main event, I thought was garbage. It could have been better, but of course, Cena wins, and yeah, don't really want. The only good spot was when I guess Roman Reigns. He was the only good spot to talk about this match, and maybe Roman Reigns doesn't have the best moveset, but he's entertaining. That's what I like about him. He's entertaining. He's maybe not the best wrestler in the world. Maybe he could have more movesets. That'd be good. But to me, he's entertaining. He's fun to watch. and I just keep on building them up. But yeah, that match was disappointing. I thought we could have been better. You can add more better moments to the match, but of course, it's just stale. Just a stale main event that Cena wins, of course. And that's my thoughts of Battleground. Like, I thought it could have been better pay-per-view. It could have been have better matches to the pay-per-view they had it, but if I had to give this pay-per-view grade, you could say I'd give it a 5 out of 10, 6 out of 10. Wasn't the greatest pay-per-view. It had some okay matches. Some matches sucked ass, but if I had to give this pay-per-view, I would give it, just because all the spots and all that, and not really that entertaining. So if you guys like this video, comment below, like this video, share this video, do whatever you want. I will be making a Raw review tomorrow, so check that out when Raw is done tomorrow. Should be around the same time. It's about 11 here, so yeah, my thoughts of Battleground. It could have been a better pay-per-view. You had some good matches, like some good mid-card matches, but it was shit. Like, I can't say nothing more than a shit pay-per-view, and I'm just gonna say you could have built it up better than it was. So I hope you guys watch this video. If you like it, subscribe. If you like it, if you comment, then you can comment. But other than that, this pay-per-view was shit in my opinion. And WWE, I'm hoping SummerSlam is better. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. And I hope you guys have a good one. And I'll see you guys on the Raw review.